Welcome to the Different Places of Grief podcast with your host, Connie Alexander Bradford, and your co-host, Andrea Bradford Williams.
Everybody bow your heads. Dear Heavenly Father, we come before you with humble hearts, asking for your presence and guidance over this podcast. Lord, you know the pain of grief and the weight of sorrow that so many carry. We ask that this space be filled with your comfort, peace, and healing power. Cover this podcast with your protection, guard it from negativity, and let it reach the hearts that's needed it most. Please help us to speak with compassion, wisdom, and truth. May it honor you, bring comfort to the brokenhearted, and carry the message that no one has to grieve alone. In Jesus' name, amen.
Amen. All right. Welcome to the Different Faces of Grief podcast. And today we have Ms. Shelia Harris with us. Hi, Shelia. Could you introduce yourself to the people, please?
Hi, my name is Shelia Harris.
Okay.
And I'm Andrea Bradford Williams, your co-host. Let's talk about it.
Okay, Shelia. How you doing today?
I'm doing fine.
Okay. So we're gonna start off with this about your sister. So for her, how are you coping with her loss this far?
I'll be honest with you all, I'm not coping with it well.
So has it had you feeling like you've been at a standstill now, or?
Yes. Yes, it have. I love to dance. And dancing is my comfort.
Right.
It's my comfort. And since she's been gone, I find myself in the bed a lot. Sometimes I can't eat. Sometimes I can't sleep. And I guess because the way she passed, and there's a lot of things that I experienced that I wouldn't think that I experienced and see.
Mm-hmm.
And God is amazing. And September the 2nd, they told her that she was going we went to a doctor's appointment and they told her that the cancer had came back and she wouldn't live to see Christmas. So me going to every doctor's appointment, I never missed now one of her doctor's appointment. I never missed anything. So me and her we were thinking, we were so close. I have 3 sisters, but me and her was the closest.
Right.
Mm-hmm. And when I tell y'all I experienced some things that I would have never thought I would experience with her before she passed away. I never forget.
Yeah, share that with us. What type of things did you experience?
She couldn't get up out the bed.
Mm-hmm.
It had got to a point she couldn't get up out the bed. And I had a pallet in there on the floor. And I had just turned my back on the pallet, and I was like, okay. I turned back around. She's sitting in the chair.
She was bedridden at this point? Wow.
I couldn't understand how she get up out of that bed and make it down to me and sit there. And she asked me, she said, first I asked, I said, how you get in here? Her first word, God. And she was like, what's wrong with you? I said, nothing. And then she said, yes, it is. I said, nothing. You take her back in there, put her in the bed. The next night, she did it for 3 nights. 3 nights in a row. I couldn't understand. Her husband was laying in the bed. He didn't even hear her get out of the bed. Normally, I would hear her when she get up before she just couldn't get up by herself.
So let me get this right. She had to be helped back in bed. But when you looked up, she was already sitting there
She was sitting there
without any help.
without any help. And I can't, I can't understand, but I know it was God.
God. Mm-hmm.
And the last time she did it, she was like, she said, yes, it is something wrong with you. She said, I know what it is. She pointed. And she couldn't even hardly talk, but those 3 nights, words came out of my mouth so clear. So clear. And got her back in there. And that morning I sat on the side of the bed. And she told me, she said, Sheila, she said, you're gonna be okay. You all right?
That's so comforting.
She said, but I'm ready to leave.
Ooh.
She said, I'm ready to leave. She said, where I'm going is beautiful.
Oh my God.
She said, I'm ready to go. She said, I'm all right. She said, I just want to let you know I'm okay. I'm all right.
She was more worried about you.
She said, I just want you to be okay, but you're going to be all right. I could understand it. And one of those nights she walked in, there before she just got buried. She walked in there, and I said, what you want, girl? She said, I want that medicine. But first, she was against the medicine that they give you. You know what I'm saying? But she would take her pill. This particular night, she walked in and she was like, she said, what that medicine is? I said, what you talking about? What medicine? She said, that medicine in the refrigerator. She said, I want some of that medicine right there. I said, well, why you want that medicine? You was against that medicine. And she was like, I'm ready to go. I said, well, Aaron, I said, I'm not going to be the one to get to it because you told me you didn't want none of that. You was against that. I said, I'm not going to give you that. But I said, are you hurting? She said, no, I'm not hurting. I said, you sure? She said, I'm not hurting. She went back in there. She said, she turned around. She said, you something else. I said, okay, I'm something else, but you ain't gonna get that medicine. So she went on back in there and laid in that bed. And when I tell y'all, I had never told this to anybody. This is the first time I ever shared this with anybody. Because sometimes you can tell people stuff and they won't believe you. You know what I'm saying? They would not believe you. I haven't talked to her children about any of those things that I experienced. Matter of fact, we haven't even been, all of us haven't even been together. You know? And I haven't broke down in front of them. I haven't let them see me cry. I haven't done any of those things. But I know they going through something.
Exactly.
You know?
All you guys are.
Yeah.
It affects every last one of you all
And
in
it hurts.
different ways.
Yeah, it hurts so bad because I can't, we used to talk like about 10 times a day.
Wow.
10 times a day. And sometimes I catch myself picking up the phone and call her, like if I'm at the mall or if I see some wherever I'm at, I'm always sharing it with her. So I catch myself and call Amy and I catch myself, she ain't here. She's not here, you know. And it's hard.
That's a big void
It's
in
hard.
your life right now with losing her and having such a close-knit relationship with her.
It's hard. It is hard. I can't. It's hard.
So can you mind sharing with us what you said that you hadn't told anybody else? Do you mind sharing that with us?
Yeah. I shared some things. And it's hard.
And if you are not
And
able
if you
to,
don't
don't worry
have to,
about it.
you don't have to
You
share
really
that.
don't.
If it's too much for you.
She did some things that she didn't want to do, but trying to satisfy her children.
Mm-hmm.
She had been told me she kept drilling in my head, I'm gonna be okay. She said, I'm okay. You need to get it right.
She's speaking to you.
Yeah, she said, Sheila, you gotta give. You always have to give. You gotta give. Use that gift. My sister went to Atlanta trying to please her children, knowing she didn't want to go. She was telling me, she said, Sheila, my time is up. I got to go. My time is up. I would just listen. I wouldn't even, you know how some people say, girl, don't talk like that. Don't say that. No, I listen. I listen. And she was like, I'm just doing this to satisfy her. She rung the bell. It came back. She said, I'm not going to get on none of that. She didn't want to get on it from the beginning. She was doing it to satisfy her children.
Do you think that because she agreed to the medication, it was an effort of her to prolong her life for her children and you?
To be here for y'all.
Yeah.
My sister's a firm believer in God. She's a firm believer in God. She's strong. She's stronger than, when I tell you, strong.
But she saw something we didn't see.
Right.
She didn't bust her till not one time.
Oh my God.
She didn't bust her till not one time. She went in there when she was doing that chemo. She didn't cry when they first told her she had to get on it. My sister was strong. My sister was stronger than I would imagine. And what she went through, I don't think I could have went through it. I know me, I would have. They always thinking I'm the strongest one. No, I'm not. I'm human too.
So you believe that y'all balanced and y'all sisterhood together. She was the balance that you needed. Yeah. Well, those are the good memories that you got of her. And I know right now this is the stage where you are right now, where the reality sets in. My sister's not here, so now that part of you is missing.
Exactly.
And that's what you're feeling right now. And we want to thank you so much for coming here to share your story about your sister Erin, and know that this space you're in right now is safe, and we're going to always honor her just as you do. Okay? So we can call us even after
let me
this.
ask you this question. What most you miss about Erin?
Wow, man. I miss her a lot. I miss her come knocking on my door 5 o'clock in the morning. I miss
Not
it.
5 o'clock, huh?
5 o'clock.
At that time you didn't miss it, but now you do.
She call herself in a way, get me back, because I'm an early bird.
Right.
I might be at her door at 4.
Oh,
she might be saying, God, get away my door this time of morning. Do you ever sleep? You know what I'm saying? So she would come knocking on my door about 5 o'clock in the morning, stuff like that. I miss her going out with her, just everything. We did it together.
Right.
We did it together. You know what I'm saying? She loved them yard sales. She loved the yard
Right
sales.
there, right there.
She loved the yard sales. And she loved her family.
Right.
She loved her family, and she was the one that cooked all the time. Cause see, I had stopped cooking when my last baby got grown. When she graduated, I stopped cooking every day.
Okay.
So Avery would cook every day. The holidays, that's the house that everybody goes. So this Thanksgiving, I said I was gonna cook.
But she'd be so proud of you.
She gonna be so proud of me.
So proud of you.
Cause she said, "Girl, you don't cook nothing. Girl,
You probably gonna say, wait until I leave. Now you want to cook.
Right.
Because I know her children and my children be looking for her to cook on the holidays. And last year, we was trying to deal with that situation right there, and
it didn't
so
seem
it was close to the holidays.
It was close, and they don't know, but I went and bought 8 bunches of greens yesterday at the farmer's market. I cleaned them and I put them in the freezer.
That's right.
And this year we would be having Thanksgiving in my home. I don't know why
I mean, I
That's
got two
good.
places I can go this year. Uh-oh, won't he do it?
but that's what I miss the most about her.
Oh, okay.
Okay. Well, you shared a lot, and I'm glad to see you smile because you're releasing, being refilled and refreshed. And that is what these are the processes that you need. You don't have to be brave for nobody
Exactly.
but you. Because, hey, when you get on that airplane, they tell you, get yourself together. You got to take care of you before you can be healthy. You have to be healthy for yourself before you can be there for somebody else. So whenever you need to do that, don't be ashamed to do that.
Exactly.
I remember when my grandmother passed away, I was in the store at the register. And it was probably around the holiday time too. And of course, those times and those memories of you miss somebody, it is not strange to them. And I was just crying in the store and I was still paying for my stuff. The lady said, "You all right?" I said, "Yes, ma'am." And I went on and convinced them because I didn't have to share. I knew what God was doing for me in that moment for me to get to the next level of that day to go in there and make that cornbread dressing. I needed that. But the memory of having that person there was what I needed to release. And I wasn't around nobody. I'm around several people I don't know.
But so cutting you off, it was my sister behind me. I never talked about her death. It was strange and it was unbelievable because she came to me and I never
After she passed away?
Before.
Oh, before she passed away. So she physically
yes. Her name was Shelia Harris. And she came down on the block where I used to be. And she was like, she said, we called my mom. I never called my mom a mother. Called her. She said when they came to me, she come to get me.
Your mother had passed?
Yeah. I said, good. I said, I did do that. I said, good, get away from me. I don't want to hear that. I don't want to hear that. So I got in my car, drove off, and I came back. And I thought she was gone, but she wasn't gone. So I sit in the car. She came back outside the ice house and was sitting in a chair. And something just said, let her come over there. She came over there and she sat in the car. She said, what you gonna do when I leave here? This is what she said. She said, them folks don't care nothing about you down there. She said, promise me when I leave here, you'll stop hanging down here. She said, it's not gonna get better if it get worse. That was that Friday. My sister was dead that Monday.
Oh, wow.
So I never spoke on that until just now. I never spoke on it because sometimes, like I said, you can talk to people and they won't believe you. And you have to talk to certain people that will listen, you know what I'm saying? Sometimes, like you said, you don't even not need to say anything. Just have an ear to just let a person vent, you know? And this is what I went through. And I'm experiencing stuff that I never experienced. But I know it's a process.
Absolutely.
Of course, yeah.
It's a process. I know it is, you know? I can even tell myself when.
Oh, no.
You know what I'm saying? I know it's a process. I know there's something I'm going through. I'm going to go through, you know what I'm saying? When it comes down to this.
And you got to take your time. And you can't
Ain't no
rush
rush,
this type of
y'all.
thing.
Ain't no time,
You can't
baby.
rush this thing. And even you may even have to be the one because even her kids right now may not know how to handle it. You know what I'm saying? Even being there for them, you know, that's a process.
Yes.
Because you lost a sister, they lost a mother. You know what I'm saying? And so sometimes, and I think the road we are on is trying to get people to that point where they can actually be that person to try to move other people forward, you know, with their grief. Even though we hurt, because we all done lost somebody. I promise you, we all done lost somebody. And even being the caregiver for Aaron, when she passed, and I understand that because I was that for my sister, you know, and some strange things happened with those situations and people just wouldn't understand it, you know. So it's like, even if you ain't there yet, where do you think that you probably can say to somebody that actually has lost a sister now, how they probably can get through it? What could you tell them at
I
this
would
point?
just tell them to just trust and believe in God.
Mm-hmm.
Just have faith.
Mm-hmm.
Just have faith, and you know, just hold on. Just hold on. You know, and
That's enough. That's
Yes,
enough.
and
Trust in God and hold
trust it.
on.
Just trust it. It's a process.
It's more than enough.
You know.
Mhm.
Yeah. Yeah.
But Sheila, you know, I want to encourage you and let you know that I see a brave woman sitting right here before me today.
Mm-hmm.
Sometimes, just like you say, just needing a person so they can listen to you.
Mhm.
So during your day to day, when you're out moving around and you see other people, does it help you to be able to speak about your grief and how you feel with other people? Does that make you feel better?
You know what? Being honest and truthful with y'all, this is my first time talking about it. And see, I'm a very open person, and I'm a people person, and I go and speak.
Mm-hmm.
But this right here just throw me for a loop, you know.
Right.
So
You haven't quite processed it.
yeah,
all yet.
and I thank God for y'all. I thank God for y'all.
We glad that
I really
used us
I
to be
thank
your
y'all
praise.
so much for this day here, because this is my first time ever talking about it. So I know today is the beginning for me to speak
Come on.
about it
Come on.
and can tell others. God is amazing,
Yes.
because I could have lost my mind.
Mm.
Yeah.
We're so proud of you, and we thank you so much
I
for
thank
your
y'all.
courage
Thank y'all so
to
much.
come here and speak on what has taken you some time to process. But we're here for you. We got workbooks. Have you received one of the workbooks?
Okay.
Oh, today you will.
Yeah.
Today you will. Today your journey begins.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Mhm.
So this is one last question I need to ask you. Right now, if you could speak to Aaron, what would you tell her?
Good question.
Oh man, I would tell her I love her so much, and I always have told her that. I would tell her I love her, and I wish I could just give her another hug.
Well, she's not here, but come on, we can give you a hug.
Okay, we'll give you a hug, girl.
Love you.
I love you more.
Be encouraged. You gotta call me now. You can call me anytime too.
Okay.
It's gonna be all right. You got a village right here with you, and that's what the purpose for what we do here. Every person that has been here, we want you to know that that's a village. That starts the village for you to have support system, to be able to have people that share a common thing with you. Now it may be her grandson, it might be somebody's son, it might be somebody's brother, but guess what? You all share. We all share. We do too.
We all are the different faces.
Yeah,
of
we
grief,
are the different
and we
faces
have
of grief. That's correct.
But I appreciate you, and I appreciate you trusting us to come and release your story, and honoring Aaron through what your words are, and being able to help somebody else that maybe see this and they'll understand. And it's okay if we hadn't got to that certain point yet.
That's right.
It's okay, because
That's
guess
right.
what? You're moving through the pain.
That's right.
It may be at a slow pace, but you're moving, and that's okay. We love you, Sheila. We thank you for coming to us.
I love y'all.
And everyone, that concludes the Different Faces of Grief. We want to thank Ms. Shelia Harris for joining us. We want to thank Ms. Teresa Shepherd for being here with us today. And with that being said, peace and blessings, and we love you guys. Goodbye.
Thank y'all.
Thanks for watching the Different Faces of Grief podcast. See you next episode.